Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to our Bakersfield College virtual fitness. I'm Casey Babcock. We're here at home still, and we have Kelsey here bringing us back from a beautiful Thanksgiving week, starting us in a nice vinyasa flow for our Monday. Still filled with that gratitude from last week. So make sure you have plenty of water, grab your mat, and I'm going to turn it over to Kelsey here.
Thanks, Casey. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get onto a nice, comfortable seated position. We'll start with opening our intention for our practice. Whatever feels comfortable for you, either on top of the thighs or folded in a lotus pose. Just make sure you go ahead and roll your shoulders back, sit in a nice aligned spine, elongating the neck. Inhaling, coming to your regular breath here. Letting go of any of that tension, anxiety. Even though the holidays are coming, it can be a little bit of a stressful moment still here. Maybe a lot of excitement, seeing friends and family, closing the eyes, setting your intention for gratitude. Inhaling all that energy and positive abundance heading towards your way as we finish off the end of this year. And it's in a very exciting energy that we are bringing into our lives from the universe. Inhaling, sweeping the hands up. Exhale, bringing the hands back down. Taking an inhale again, sweeping the hands up. Lengthening the body, lengthening the spine. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Beautiful. Inhale, sweeping the hands up. And exhale, go ahead and bring the hands behind you, interlacing those fingers, extending the arms up, gently lifting the head and throat up, gazing towards the sky. And on your exhale, go ahead and bow down, bringing up the hands, bringing the heart and chest on top of the thighs. Inhale and exhale out. Beautiful. Taking a few moments here. Opening that crown chakra as we relax the forehead on top of the mat, grounding the body, grounding ourselves a little bit deeper with every inhale and exhale out. Beautiful. A few more times here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Gently, nice and slowly coming back to the top. Letting go of the opposite fingers. Shaking it off, coming into a tabletop position. Taking a few cat and cow poses. Inhaling, arching the spine. Exhaling, rounding the spine here. Inhale and exhale out. We're really lengthening and shortening the muscle fibers, becoming them activated as we take deep inhales and exhales in these cat and cow postures. A few more times here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Coming back in a neutral position. Beautiful. Tucking the toes, keeping the hands right underneath the shoulders. Go ahead and pushing back to your first downward facing dog. Go ahead and just feel that alignment coming in tune with the body, maybe even walking the dog. Pedaling out the calves here. Lengthening those muscle fibers, creating that space as we coming into a few little warm-ups here just to get ready for this flow. And remember, anytime you need to take a break, go ahead and pop back into your child's pose whenever it's needed. Inhaling, sweeping that right leg up, floating it in between the hands, placing it and grounding it right here. Go ahead and gently drop that knee, flatten out the back toes, pushing the hips back, maybe even flexing the toes up to the sky if that feels comfortable for you, making sure the hips are nice and squared. We're not swaying over here from side to side. We want to make sure we're nice, straight, and aligned. Beautiful. Deep inhales and exhales out. Whatever feels comfortable for you. If you feel like you need to shorten your length just to get that extension in the leg, feel free to do so. And as you inhale, go ahead and bring that nose a little bit deeper close to the knee as much as possible if you can. And on your exhale, go ahead and ground that foot and come forward, pushing the hips forward here. Bending that knee, keeping it at a 45-degree angle, stretching out that back hip flexor onto the left side. Even on the front side, right here where we're feeling it. And deep inhales for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Pushing it back, flexing the toes up to the sky. Nice and careful, making sure the hips are nice and straight, really creating that length in the lower body. And coming back up, tucking the back toes, lifting that left knee, bringing back that right foot to meet the left, pushing it back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, sweeping that right leg up to the sky, bending that knee, grounding the hands in between, gently dropping that back right leg and knee, and we're pushing the hips back here on the opposite side, flexing the toes. Deep inhales for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Go ahead and ground that foot down, pushing forward into the hips right here on the opposite side towards the right. And keeping that leg protected, or that knee protected right here in a 90-degree angle. Maybe this stretch feels nice and comfortable for you if you've been sitting down too much, or maybe not stretching out the hip flexors, creating a little bit more fluidity here. And pushing it back, flexing those toes up to the sky again, keeping those hips nice and squared and aligned. Beautiful. Coming back forward, tucking those back toes, lifting that right, gently that right knee, bringing back that left foot to meet the right, pushing it back into your downward facing dog. Hips up towards the sky, maybe gazing at the back toes here. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and walk the feet up to the hands. Inhale, sweeping the hands up to the sky, hands to heart center. Samasasiti, hands to the side, as we get into our 5 rounds of sun salutations today. We'll go first a little slow for anyone who's new into the class, and then we'll speed it up as we get closer to 5 rounds. Inhaling, sweeping the hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, creating that length. Relaxing the neck right here. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knee. Walk, step, or jump to the back of your mat into your plank position. Lean forward, bending those elbows, coming up into your upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky, hands to heart center, Samasasiti. Beautiful. Second round. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk, step, or jump to the back of your mat into your plank. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing it back to downward facing dog. Walk, step, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift onto the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knee. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Okay, we'll go ahead and pick it up just a few bit more onto those 3 rounds we have here. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Jumping back into your Chaturanga. Coming up into your upward facing dog. Pushing it back to downward facing dog. Walk, step, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the hands up. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk, step, or jump to the back to plank. Bending those elbows into your Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog. Pushing it back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the hands up to the sky, Samasthiti. Hands to the side. Last one. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Walk, step, or jump to the back of your mat. Take your Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog. Push it back, downward facing dog. Walk, step, or jump to the top. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the hands up to the sky. Hands to heart center. Samasthiti. Hands to the side. Beautiful. Go ahead and get some water if you need to. And we'll meet at the top of our mat again. And whenever you're ready, bringing the toes together. Inhale, bringing the hands up to the sky, interlacing those fingers, coming to the right side. Deep inhales, and as you exhale, go ahead and bend over to the side a little bit. Maybe even point to the index fingers to your right. On your last exhale, go ahead and come back nice and slowly to neutral. Inhale, bending over to the left side. Amazing. Inhale, and on your last exhale, come back to center. Hands to heart center. Deep inhales and exhales out. Beautiful. Hands to the side. Bring in the left foot back into a 45-degree angle. Bending that right knee down. Sweeping the hands up. Coming into your first warrior one posture here. Making sure that the hips are nice and squared. Open in the hands. Keeping the fingers engaged here. Shooting all that energy. As you come in and with every inhale and exhale, go ahead, ground yourself, come in a little bit deeper. We'll stay here for a few breaths. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. And on your last exhale, go ahead and bring the hands down, warrior 2. Bringing the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the heart up, bending in a little bit deeper here. Keeping your eyes gazed over to the middle finger, making sure you're nice and aligned, straight as an arrow. Keeping that palm facing up towards the sky, floating it behind you, or actually above you. Bringing that left hand back down. Inhale, exhale, bringing that right elbow onto the right knee, not too much weight, floating that left hand above into your side angle pose, shooting all that energy through the fingertips still. Gazing up to the sky. Bringing that right hand grounded onto the ground. If this is in your practice, bringing that left hand, floating it behind you, taking that bind, walking in with both fingers, gazing up to the sky. Whoops. Gazing up to the sky, rolling that shoulder back, opening the heart here. If you've taken that bind, wonderful. Always open for a challenge. Whenever you're ready, go ahead, unlock that bind, pushing back up with your hand grounded onto the mat on your right side, coming back into your reverse warrior, floating that hand above you, windmilling the arms, bringing that right foot to meet the left into your plank position, pushing the hips back up, taking a deep breath here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Beautiful. Inhale, sweeping that left leg up to the sky, coming onto the right side, tippy toes, bending that left knee, floating it between the hands, bringing that right foot into a 45-degree angle. Sweep the hands up to your next warrior 1. Inhale, exhale out. Keep your alignment mindful right here, keeping the hips nice and squared. Your knee at a 90-degree angle, shooting all your energy, making sure the fingers are nice and engaged, spread apart, nice and straight. Can lose a lot of engagement when we have our hands up here. Don't want to lose that. On your exhale, go ahead, bring the hands parallel down into your warrior 2. Nice and straight as an arrow. Shoulders away from the ears. Deep inhales, and on your exhale, go ahead, ground yourself a little bit deeper into that pose. Challenge yourself. This is your own practice here. Go ahead and flip that palm up towards the sky, floating it above you, bringing the right hand down, or also bringing it right behind you. And on your exhale, go ahead and bring that left elbow onto that left knee, floating that right hand, shooting it straight, nice and up to the sky, into your side angle pose. Gazing up towards the sky, making sure you're not putting too much weight on that knee, and keeping that palm facing up towards the sky as well. And on your exhale, go ahead and bring that left hand grounded onto the ground. And if it's in your practice, sweep that right arm behind you. Take that bind, rolling that shoulder up to the sky. Keeping those fingers nice and locked here. Only if this is in your practice, but option to always welcome that challenge here for you. Gently untangle that bind, pushing up your hands back into your reverse warrior. And on your exhale, go ahead and windmill the arms back down, bringing that left foot to meet the right, taking your Chaturanga Dandasana, pushing up to the sky into your upward facing dog. Taking a few breaths, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. The thighs are nice and up away from the mat. Exhale, roll the toes, push it back into your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Relaxing the head, relaxing the neck. Maybe even walking your dog a little bit here. Coming back into your normal breath, coming back to that intention that you started in your practice. Keeping those fingers spread apart. Deep inhales, beautiful. Inhale, sweeping that right leg up. Come into your three-legged dog. And then bending that right knee. Go ahead and bring it to the right foot into your opposite side on the left. So extending the leg, bringing that left hand, shooting it up towards the sky. Really stretching the IT band right here. Opening the chest, opening the shoulder, nice and aligned and straight here. And gently bringing that left hand back nice and grounded. Gently swiftling that right leg back to meet the left, pushing the hips back, inhaling, sweeping the left leg up to the sky, come into that three-legged dog, bend the knee, floating it onto the opposite side, sweeping it right under, inhale, bringing that left or that right hand up, shooting up straight to the sky, opening the fingertips, spreading out, shooting all that energy. Here we're really challenging our balance and strength. Deep inhales as well as bringing back fluidity into our IT band. On your last exhale, go ahead and ground that right hand back onto the mat, gently bringing that left foot to meet the right, pushing it back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, coming back to the right leg, bending that right knee, bringing the right knee to the right wrist, left foot to the left, coming into your pigeon posture. Now gently lowering the left knee, nice and easy, flattening out the back toes, making sure you're nice and comfortable here. Again, if the hips are feeling a little tighter than usual, go ahead and put a pillow, maybe a block. Inhale, coming up into the fingertips, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Deep breaths. When we're utilizing our breath, we're really preparing the body for these postures and these stretches here. So we're not hurting ourselves, doing everything nice and safe with precaution. And again, whatever feels comfortable for you. And if you like, go ahead and come down to the forearms. Maybe even relaxing the head onto the hands, making a little pillow, really grounding and melting yourself here in this posture. Beautiful. Taking that moment to really come in tune with your body and that awareness and what you're feeling. Letting go of any tension that you're holding onto the shoulders. Really melt onto your mat. Beautiful. Gently coming back up onto the fingertips. Now, a few variations with your pigeon posture here. If you really want to get into more of an intense stretch, go ahead and bring that back leg up, coming into your quad stretch, sweeping up that left hand, grabbing onto the back of the foot and the toes of the, maybe even wrapping the fingers around the soles of the feet, and bringing in that heel close as possible to the glutes. Now, again, only do this if you are able to, or it's in your practice already. So this is a great quad stretch, really bringing that fluidity in the front muscles of the lower body. Inhale, and again, exhaling as you come and bringing that heel closer to the glutes. And again, here you can take another variation of your mermaid, connecting the top of the toes, floating that right hand above you, interlocking, locking the fingertips here. Opening the heart, opening the chest, really stretching and opening the shoulder blades right here in this posture. And gently, if you take in the spine, go ahead and undo the fingertips, bring in that right hand back down, gently grabbing onto the left foot, nice and slowly coming back onto the mat. Beautiful. Go ahead and tucking the back toes, gently lifting the body up, sweeping that right leg into your plank position, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, go ahead and sweep that left leg up, bending the left knee, bringing that left knee to meet the left right wrist or the wrist. Right foot meets the right wrist. Gently bending that right knee back down, flattening out the toes, coming into the fingertips. Again, option of bringing a block or a pillow, whatever feels comfortable for you right here. Rolling the shoulders away from the body. It's a really great way to, if you're a runner, also again, sitting down a lot at the desk, this really helps opening the hips. Loosening it up, creating that space, creating that fluidity. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and come down onto the forearms, maybe even making a pillow with the hands and really grounding yourself back into this posture here. Deep breaths. Relax any tension that you're holding onto the upper body. Imagine the alignment that you're bringing back. Let go of that tension. Close the eyes. Beautiful. Deep breaths for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Gently coming back onto the fingertips. And again, if you are wanting to take this variation, go ahead and bend that right knee, sweeping that right hand above you, grabbing onto the back of the foot, maybe even wrapping the soles of your foot with your fingertips. And here, sweeping that left hand above. Now my foot is digging into the elbow, locking in there. And then I lock into with my fingers, holding on that position. Now you wanna make sure that you're not bending your neck in here and kind of hovering the shoulder blades. You really wanna open up, open this pose here, opening the shoulder blades, the chest. Now the hips and the thighs are feeling really tight. I really encourage just to take a moment, listen to your body. A new day for a new practice here. Gently sweeping, letting go of that left hand above you whenever you're ready. And with the back of the leg, go ahead and gently lower down that right leg onto your mat. Inhale, tucking the toes, gently lifting that right knee, bringing that left leg back into your plank position, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Feel that awareness and that different sensation into the body. Maybe feel different flexibility, more fluidity as you're pedaling out, walking your dog. Beautiful. Spreading the fingertips, gazing up, walk, step, or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, bringing your nose to your knee, close as possible. Now, gently bending the knees down, grounding yourself onto your mat here. Keeping the legs and knees nice and bent. We'll come into our boat posture. Now, having the hands right underneath the thighs, we'll go ahead, keeping the back and spine nice and long here, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, maybe gently lifting one leg up, nice and bent, and bringing the other. Now, if this feels comfortable for you, I suggest stay here. And if you'd like to challenge yourself, go ahead and let go of underneath the thighs, opening the hands above you, maybe even extending out the legs. Staying here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Bending the knees, grounding them underneath the thighs, grounding back down, and gently lowering the spine, one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. Keeping the soles of the feet together into your reclined butterfly posture, placing one hand on the belly, one hand onto the heart. Taking a few deep breaths here. Beautiful. Feel that awareness back into the body. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring the knees together. Bring the knees close to your chest as possible. And with your 2 peace fingers, go ahead and grab the big toes. And go ahead and bend the knees. And rocking from side to side into your happy baby posture, massaging that lower back here. Beautiful. Maybe even grounding the knees a little bit deeper into the hip flexors, opening that space, whatever it is you're needing. If you feel that rocking from side to side feels good, feel free to stay there. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring the knees together. Extending one leg out, maybe the right or left. Bringing that knee close to the chest of the body and rotating to the opposite side. So if you're on to hugging the right knee, we're rotating onto the left side, gazing over to the left, opening that shoulder blade here. Opening the chest, gazing over to the right. Beautiful. Feeling that stretch right into the hip flexor, into the IT band. Lowering the breath, lowering the heart rate into that few warrior 1s and 2s, our sun salutations. Maybe you challenged yourself and took a few binds. Gently rotating back to center, switching opposite legs or opposite knees, hugging into the left if you're on the left, or hugging onto the right. On your inhale, go ahead and switching over to the opposite side, extending that left hand out, maybe even extending the right hand if you do so. Within the stretch, not only are we bringing more fluidity in the muscles of the hips, but we're also massaging the digestive system with these small twists and turns that we're giving the body, stimulating different areas. Beautiful. On your last exhale, go ahead and come back to center, hugging both knees together. Maybe rocking from side to side. Still massaging that lower back. Deep inhales, and on your exhale, go ahead and extend the legs and the body out into your final Savasana posture. On your inhale, we're lifting the right leg, squeezing and engaging 2 inches off the mat. Exhale, release any tension, let the body go. On your inhale, we are squeezing and engaging the left side of our legs 2 inches above the mat. On your exhale, release and let go. On your inhale, we'll go ahead and make 2 fists with our left and right hands, engaging, maybe even lifting an inch or 2 off the mat. Exhale and let it go. Inhale, squeezing the back of the shoulders. And on your exhale, let go of that tension you're holding onto in the upper body. Relaxing the tongue and the back of the throat. Coming back into your one self. Within these moments, as we reflect, as the year is coming to an end, really look back and reflect if you are not in the same space you were a year ago. And if this new space gives you happiness and clarity and room for growth and challenging that comfort zone, smile to yourself. For you have given yourself this challenge for opportunities in this space. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and bring back some movement to the toes. Bring back movement to the hands and the wrists. Going back into your normal breath. Inhaling, bringing the knees together, hugging them close to you. Rocking for 1, 2, and 3. Up into a seated comfortable position. Swiveling over onto your mat. Inhaling, sweeping the hands up. Exhale, bringing the hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me into our new week of this Vinyasa flow. Sending you love and light. Namaste.
Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this week. Please stay with us every day at 12. We've got some new workouts to bring into you. And we'll see Kelsey again on Friday. Thank you, guys. Have a great Monday afternoon.